In this video, I'm gonna show you how to finally achieve your dream physique. Maybe you told yourself that statement last year, only to realize that another year has come and gone. And when you look at yourself in the mirror, you probably realize that you didn't make any progress at all. Or worse, you're in worse shape than when you first started. Or maybe you did make a little bit of progress and you did the workouts and you ate clean. But for whatever reason, life started lifing and you fell off track. Well, we don't care about the excuses. We don't care about the reasons because we're going to make sure that in this video, I outline 4 practical steps that you can do to guarantee your progress to make sure that you actually have your dream body. And if you stay around to the end, I'm gonna give you a bonus tip that you don't want to miss. Let's get after it. So the first step that you can do to guarantee that you made progress in achieving your dream physique is to make sure that you plan your day with clarity and make sure that you plan it with intent. Well, what do I mean by that? Most oftentimes, most men, they just wake up and they go about their life on autopilot in a negative way. They wake up, they doom scroll on social media, they commute to work, and then when they come home from work, based on how they feel, determines if they want to work out. Now, doing things based on your feelings is a recipe for disaster. Why is it a recipe for disaster? Well, think about it like this. How many people at the beginning of each year, at the start of a new year, say that they're going to get in shape based on how they feel? Well, so many people. Maybe you're one of those individuals. But studies show that around 70 to 80% of those individuals are nowhere to be found around February or March of that same year. So doing things based on how you feel already sets you up for failure. So instead, what we want to do is plan our day the day before or the week before, so we're not operating off emotions. Instead, we're just operating with a plan. So how we're going to do this is go and create you a Google Calendar. So let's say that the day is Sunday night. Sunday night, you go into your Google Calendar and you're going to plan your workouts for the week. Not only are you going to plan your workouts for the week, but you're also going to plan and time block your meals. You're going to time block the time you should be getting rest. So no matter what happens, when you wake up, you just check your calendar and you do exactly what's on your calendar, not because how you feel, it's because you're committed to yourself. And these shouldn't be just meaningless tasks. These should be tasks that's going to move the needle forward. Tasks that's going to help you get closer to your dream physique. So it shouldn't be just brushing your teeth or taking a shower on your calendar. You should be doing those things anyway. It should be power moves. Yes, when you put tasks on your calendar, it should be power moves that's going to get you closer to your goal. For example, if you go on my calendar, it has things that's going to help optimize me, not just in my physique, but also mentally and spiritually as well. I start my day off by reading the daily text, reading the Bible. Then I started with hydration. That's going to help me operate better from the start. Then with the workout, I have these things planned already so I don't even have to think about it. And I check the box, and by having it planned, I don't leave my day to chance. I don't leave it to how I'm feeling. Instead, I'm putting my life on cruise control by already putting those tasks in my calendar. So plan your day with clarity and plan it with intent, and you're going to revolutionize where you're at with your physique. Because think about it like this. Where you are currently at with your physique out of shape is because of the poor daily choices that you made over time. Again, I'm going to say that. It's because of the poor daily choices that you made over time. So if you want to be in shape, you have to make good daily choices stretched out over time. So take it one day at a time, but don't leave it to chance. The second thing that you can do to help guarantee that you're going to make progress in achieving your dream physique is by prioritizing whole foods, protein, and fiber. So you want to make sure that you're staying away from the ultra processed foods because that's going to leave you hungry. If you ever notice when you're just snacking on junk food, M&Ms, whatever your favorite food is, chips, you just like a bottomless pit. You're just throwing it down. And really, that food just leaves you feeling hungry. It's just empty calories. But when you prioritize whole foods, one ingredient to two ingredients, you feel more satiated or you feel more fuller because you're prioritizing whole foods such as protein. And really, when you prioritize protein such as salmon, beef, steak, tuna, whatever it is, when you prioritize protein and you're getting enough protein, protein in itself has a high thermic effect. Now, what that means is simply that it takes more calories for your body to digest protein. So really, you're getting a 2-in-1. You're not only feeling more fuller by eating protein, but your body is burning more calories just by having a high thermic effect of you consuming protein. So prioritize protein, prioritize fiber, and that's going to help you feeling full. Now, if you do like junk food, live by the 80-20 rule, meaning that 80% of your diet, your calories for the day, is going to be clean, while that 20% of your diet will be for your junk food or whatever your favorite treat is. And by doing that, you're not depriving yourself. In fact, you set yourself up for success, because when you restrict yourself in such a rigid way, really it's hard for us to stick to that because we feel like we're missing out on something. So make sure that 80% of your diet is clean and 20% reserve it for junk food. And if you can, reserve those junk food calories at the end of the day, because by reserving it at the end of the day, you give yourself less error to mess up. Now, here's a pro tip when it comes to shopping and trying to get your nutritious food in. When you're going to the grocery store, have you ever paid attention to how they are designed? They're designed in a strategic kind of way. So you want to make sure that you stay away from the inner aisles as much as possible, because the inner aisles, that's where all the ultra processed foods hang out. That's the hot spot. So that's where you're going to find your Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the Captain Crunch, your Reese's Puff, Fruity Pebbles, the Lay's, the cookies, double stuffed Oreos. They're all right there. But if you shop the perimeter of the grocery store, that's where you're going to find mostly the nutritious foods, such as the produce, such as the meat department. So if you can, shop the outermost perimeter of the grocery store and you're setting yourself up for success. Now, here's something else to think about. When it comes to junk food, for example, I love M&Ms. It's my favorite candy, the peanut M&Ms. Now, one pack of M&Ms is 250 calories. I can easily crush 2 packs of M&Ms within 3 to 4 minutes, easily. Now, that's 500 calories total. In order for me to burn 500 calories, that's going to take about 35 to 40 minutes of cardio on the Stairmaster. Now, when you think about that, is it really practical to eat poorly, but yet you have to do so much cardio to negate the calories that you just ate? Now think about that. I don't want you to neglect your junk food entirely, but the next time that you're out and you want to overindulge in the sweet treats or whatever it is, look at that food and think about how many calories or hours will it take me to burn those calories? How many minutes of exercise will I have to do to negate those calories? When you think about it like that, it's a great motivator to help you. You know what? It's good, but it's not worth it. It helps you stay away from it. All right, the third thing that we can do to make sure that we are going to achieve our dream physique in 2026 is by working out. I cannot overstate the benefits of working out. By working out at least 4 times a week, we're setting ourselves up for success. We're setting ourselves up to be a fat burning machine, literally. Think about it. When your body has more muscle on its frame, your body has to burn more calories just to have the muscle on its frame. Just to maintain a muscular physique, you burn more calories. So prioritizing weightlifting should be of the utmost importance as well, in addition to everything else that we mentioned. Now, 4 days minimum is what I recommend, but of course, if you can move your body every day, the more the better, especially with some active recovery, stretching, mobility, walking is great. If you can, work out every day, but 4 days minimum. So one day, dedicate it to a nice push day with some different exercises. Your second day, dedicate that to a nice pull day. You want to incorporate some strong, heavy lifts on that as well. Your third day, why not focus on legs? Get some legs in. That's where our testosterone is produced. Most guys skip legs, but go heavy, enjoy legs. And then your fourth day, have that as a flex day. Whether you want to dedicate that to shoulders, doing some bicep work, abs, whatever it is. But move your body 4 times a week minimum. And once you do that, you're setting yourself up to be a fat burning machine, burning more calories, and you're getting closer and closer to building your dream physique. The fourth thing that we can do to set ourselves up for success in achieving our dream physique is focusing on our diet. Now, our diet doesn't only mean what we take in nutritionally, but it also consists of what we take in visually and audibly. So instead of listening to mindless music, replace it with motivational content on YouTube, or replace it with upbuilding podcasts. See, focus on the stuff that you're taking in audibly. Because are you listening to stuff that really just puts you in an angry mood? And anger is good if it's used in the right way, but that's a topic for another day. We want to talk about that music that's really not doing anything meaningful for us. Also, visually, are we just doom scrolling on social media? Getting cheap dopamine. The more we just scroll, the more hard it is for us to be entertained or to be happy because we're comparing ourselves unknowingly to other individuals. So limit social media or just curate your feed to things that help motivate you to be the person that you want to be. Curate your feed or only follow people with the same goals and aspirations that you have. That's going to help you achieve your dream physique because your diet really consumes of everything that we take in. Our inputs also affect our outputs. And this is true all throughout life. Think about it. If you take in poor food, crappy food, what is the output or AKA the result going to be? It's going to be a crappy body. It's going to be a body that doesn't have energy. It's going to be a body that's sloppy. Think about the inputs into a sports car, a supercar. You don't put poor quality gasoline into that sports car. If you want it to perform at its best, you have to put in the premium, the high test gasoline, so the results or the output so it can perform like the car that it's supposed to be. It's the same with the inputs that we take in through social media, through our music. If we're putting in poor inputs, why are we surprised when we have poor outputs or results? So if we really want to change our lives and become better, to become more confident, to become more motivated, change your inputs. Put more motivational music on or YouTube videos on. Put podcasts on, things that's going to help you. So when you're going throughout life, these things will ring up in your mind and you feel like you can conquer anything. Now, if you stay with me to the end, here's a bonus tip for you that is so powerful that it may be the foundation of helping you achieve your dream physique. And that is figuring out your why. Now, I want you to think about, why do you want to achieve your dream physique? What's different this year than compared to last year? So if your why is simply, I want to get in shape, it's not deep enough because that was your why before. So treat your why like an onion. Peel a layer back. Why do you want to get in shape? Oh, maybe it's because you want to have more confidence. Ask yourself again the question why. Peel another layer back. Why do you want to have more confidence? Oh, maybe it's because you want your family to look to you as a leader. See, once you have a deep enough why, regardless of how you feel, regardless, even if you're not motivated, you're going to hit the gym anyway. You're going to plan your day strategically and you're not going to miss because your why is so compelling, you have to do it. We can illustrate it this way. Think about someone who has lived a poor lifestyle for their entire life. They go to the doctor and the doctor gives them a poor diagnosis and they say you only have 2 months to live unless you change your lifestyle. Well, their entire lives previously, they lived a poor lifestyle. They did not take care of themselves. But all of a sudden they go to the doctor says you have 2 months to live unless you change your lifestyle. And what happens? More likely, they change their lifestyle. Why? Because their why is deep enough. They have the desire to live. Their desire to live or their why to live for their families or for whatever it is greater than their poor lifestyle from previously. So now that their why is so compelling, they're ready to make those changes. So the same with you. Once you figure out your deep enough why, is it for your family? Is it because your health isn't the best? And you know deep down inside that there's someone inside of you who is living at the highest potential, the dream physique, the sharpness, the confidence. Whoever it is, you can see that person. You just gotta catch up with that person and meet them. Figure out your why and the rest will fall into place. So I hope this video helped you out. If it did help you out, do me a big favor. Leave a thumbs up if you found value. And if you're really serious about really achieving your dream physique, become a new subscriber, hit the subscribe button, and I'll be dropping more content that's actionable and practical like this one. I'll see you in the next one.